In its quest to provide an open forum for discussion of controversial issues, this station allows hosts and their guests to express themselves without any significant censorship. You are advised that any view expressed by the host or their guest are not necessarily the views of the owners or management of TogiNet Radio, Togi Entertainment, or the Owners Group, Inc.
It's time for Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues today, with Sandra Beck and Christy Holly. Ladies, Motherhood Talk Radio is here to give you a powerful platform by giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. Motherhood Talk Radio has interviews with best-selling authors, gurus of happiness, and women of interest who every single day make our world a better place for our families. Motherhood Talk Radio, powered by Motherhood Incorporated, is on the air now. Moms, this really is your show. Motherhood Talk Radio. And now, here are your hosts, Sandra Beck and Christy Holly.
Hey, mamas. We are here with a great show. We have as our super fantastic guest today our co-host, Christy Holly. And we're bringing in our segment producer, Rick Swanson, because we kind of need the male point of view on this show. And we also need somebody to pick on.
That's right.
But we are going to talk about fitness. And it's not your typical fitness show in that we're going to bring on some guests and, get all this great information. It's pretty much the three of us talking about our fitness goals, how we got to the shape we're in.
Oh, no.
And what we're going to do about it. And we're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about weight loss. We're going to talk about workouts and fitness stuff. And then we're going to put a call out to any nutritionist that's listening that wants to help us, or any trainer that would like to come and create a workout plan for the three of us that we're going to execute over the next 3 months. And once a month, we are going to come on live and discuss how we're doing. We might bring a guest on. We haven't decided that, but we're going to talk about where we are. And today's our baseline show, so what do you think? I can't say girls. Should we make Rick an honorary mother?
Yes, we have to. We have to.
Mama Ricky?
Do I have to be an honorary mother? I mean, is that a requirement or what? Oh, okay.
Yes, you can do it.
After that intro, though, it's like everyone's probably expecting, like, wow, these guys must be huge.
Well, is our picture going to be up? Our picture will be up on the website.
So
okay, yeah, we're seriously not huge.
That's too late for the disclaimer.
Oh, no. I just wanted to put that out there, now that Mama Ricky said, we sound like we're ginormous.
Wow. So, what's the number one thing you're going to talk about, Sandra?
The number one thing I'm going to talk about, well, let's talk about how, how we got to this point, because we all have, kind of different terms and conditions and different issues that led us not to be in our peak physical condition. And the second segment, we're going to talk about what we're going to do about it, what our plans are, what our hitch is, because I do believe that when you put things out to the universe and you put them out on a radio show, you better stick to them. Yeah, right, Christy?
Yes.
Because nobody wants to hear in a month from now how we've all gained weight.
Yes, especially me.
Well, not especially you. This is a triumvirate. We're all in it together, right? One for all and all for one?
Yes. All for
sure,
one.
I'll agree with that. Fine.
Sure. Well, I would like to open this segment with talking about some stupid diet things. And, Rick, I think you've got the handle on, not to make you stupid diet guy, but can you be stupid diet guy today for the purposes of the show?
Yes, I guess that's fine. As long as that, title doesn't, follow me around, and haunt me, but...
Well, we thought about putting it on your business card in replacement of segment producer, a.k.a. stupid diet guy, but...
I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, compared to some of the other names I have, I guess not that bad.
There's a lot of name-calling that goes over in this radio show, I got to tell you.
I know, I'm not going to
Carrie,
point
are you on with us? Carrie? No, we don't have Carrie. We're going to make Carrie come on because she's in Texas right now, and she needs to unmute herself and join the show, I think.
Yes, please, Carrie.
Okay,
that's really
Carrie.
Unfair.
Carrie's
3 girls to 1 guy.
Yeah, well, you have another guy you can bring on?
No.
testosterone.
I can handle it fine.
All right, so stupid diets in history. Ricky, it's all you.
All right, well, we got one here. This one, it started out as like from 1 to number 15, but the first one, I guess she made me laugh because it's like consume nothing but booze. And like I think all of us have been on that one in some shape or form or another, you know, whether back in college or I'm not gonna put myself out there like that, but yeah, that's really not a good one, especially if you're not eating.
Well, you get your carbs and your sugars. I don't think you get any protein. Does beer have protein in it?
Beer? No, just pure carbs.
Just pure carbs. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess the beer diet. Do you get to drink as much as you want?
It doesn't really say. It just says William the Conqueror of England. He was just tired of eating too much, so he decided, hey, you know what, I'll go on a strict alcohol-only diet, just basically drink all day, stay in bed. And it says he lost the weight, but he fell off his horse and died because he was drunk. So it obviously has its pitfalls.
That's true, but he did lose weight when he died. Probably. Probably the only time he's ever been.
It's kind of sad, but yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to go on that one.
No, I don't think so. Christy, what about you?
Good. Okay.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna eat food.
Okay, so that's no good. There's another one too that's this is the diet of Olympic champions.
Oh.
The title alone makes me laugh. It says the diet of Olympic champions, nothing but tube steak. I'm like,
Tube
I don't know. That's what it says. Nothing but tube steak.
What's a tube steak? Anybody know?
Okay, I better explain. Okay, so instead of eating like carbs and like wheat and all that, they would eat a pound or two of like smoked pork.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that works? Do they like to get cancer and die?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking tube steak.
Doesn't say much about
I gotta tell you, Rick, thinking tube steak in a whole different manner.
I was too. I was like, wait a minute. You know, Greeks, tube steak, not so good.
Tube steak, yes, the tube steak. Okay, so I guess tube steak is out.
No, okay, that one's no good. There's another one you can try if you're into like needles, putting dozens of needles in your stomach. It's an ancient Eastern medicine technique.
Hey, I'm going to tell you, I had that done.
Did you really?
My girlfriend Mitra, who does acupuncture on me for you know, like headaches and stuff, she actually did. She put a bunch of needles in my tummy that was supposed to help with the toning and help with appetite control, and then she put these little seeds, she taped them to my ear and pinched them, and it hurt.
What, to your
appetite away? But she did. She put these little seeds in my ear. I had to keep them there 3 days, up like where girls wear an earring at the top of their ear. And it was like this little thing, and it hurt. And it kept me in constant pain in my ear. But I'll tell you, when you have constant pain in your ear, you don't think about eating.
Oh.
Yeah, I could
yeah, but
I
actually had that, the acupuncture.
Well, you could just hit your foot with a hammer, too. I mean, I don't know. That one doesn't really appeal to me at all. Like, no.
I'd try it.
Would you try it, Christy?
You would?
Yes. Yes.
You try anything, though. So, I mean, not everything, but...
Well, wow.
Pretty much.
There's a gauntlet thrown down.
That's what I read on Facebook.
But yeah, no, I mean, I have to tell you, I think it worked. I mean, I think, if I could afford it and have it done every week, it probably would help. But that one-time, one-shot deal didn't cut it for more than like a week.
It wasn't long-term.
No, but acupuncture isn't. You're supposed to have it like weekly, and it just is too expensive. But it did. I don't know. I thought it worked.
Okay.
Well,
okay. Any other stupid diets?
Yeah. Here's one of my favorites. This one comes in at number 12. It's rub your fat away.
I'd pay somebody to do that.
Well, see what I mean about trying everything? I'd pay somebody to do that. Like,
if it works.
No.
It
works.
Work. Okay.
It doesn't work?
Yeah, it says like they would sit in apparently not. They sit in a large contraption, and it says it looks like a sex toy from hell. What? And then it would like vibrate back and forth, giving fat people a thrill that can only be recreated with spandex. That's horrible.
Yeah, but I mean, massage I think would help. You know what I mean? It would kind of break up tissue, get your lymph system moving, and
it's
feel
good
really
for your overall health and well-being. But I'm not so sure about you can just like rub really fast. I mean, the only thing that can happen with friction is you like catch on fire, maybe. That would definitely melt away the pound.
That for sure.
Yeah.
A new weight loss tip: spontaneous human combustion.
Hey, Sandra, did you realize that when you got these 15 worst fad diets, it comes from BigStupidIdiot.com?
Well, actually,
that explains it. Okay.
I am a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a sign, seal, deliver, signed up fan of BigStupidIdiot.com.
Okay, so that was like the unofficial plug for today.
Yeah, we like that site because it's really funny.
It is funny. All right. What is, I don't know, the liquefied diet. There's a man named Horace Fletcher upon this idea that he thinks that if your food is liquefied before swallowing, you won't get fat. So he said you shouldn't consume anything that doesn't. So like fiber, you can't consume that. So everyone got like severely constipated.
Yeah, because they were drinking like liquefied butter, liquefied cheese.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
It does sound awful.
Like I can't believe it's not butter stuff. Well, it's not. You know? Like Grandpa used to like religiously believe in that. He had it in like the spray form, and he would just like take his cracker, and he told it like 8 inches away, and I'm on the opposite side of the table, and he's just spraying it, and it gets all over the table, and it's just like drenched, and I'm like, that can't be good for you.
No, it doesn't sound like it's good for you.
It's liquid.
I have some of that in my refrigerator.
Do you?
Do you really?
Yes, I do. It helps when you can't have real butter.
Why can't you have real butter?
Well, when you're on any diet, you have to lay off the butter, and that's a substitute.
Oh, see.
Even though it's not real butter, it's the flavor of it, kind of, and it helps when you put it on your little wheat toast. Just a little bit.
Wheat toast, very good.
Yeah, okay, well, you guys, we are here at Motherhood Talk Radio. We're the first of many weight loss, diet, fitness, food segments that we're going to have in the upcoming month. I'm here with Christy Holly and Rick Swanson, and I want to do a brief disclaimer that any product that we talk about, we neither endorse or I don't know what the disclaimer is. We don't endorse it, and we reserve the right to make fun of anyone and everything that uses it.
Yes.
So I think with that, like, non-legally binding disclaimer, we're going to go to commercial break.
Mom, here's your show, Motherhood Talk Radio, giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. This is Motherhood Talk Radio, and we'll be right back after these. Girlfriended is on TogiNet. Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, with your hosts Patty Wyatt and Lisa Jernigan. This show is your chance to share, learn, laugh, and connect with other women. The Girlfriended principle was born out of loss.
Lisa had recently had her mother pass away from cancer, and my mom was murdered. A man just walking into a room and started a 23-second shooting spree.
I think one of the things we both realized going through those tragedies that you can be extremely okay and be extremely sad.
Check out girlfriended.com and then be a part of Girlfriended, the radio show. Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central.
You know, your boyfriend or your husband or whatever, they don't totally understand that emotional side to a woman like another woman does. And I think that's so important just to have somebody that you go, she gets me.
Check out the website, girlfriended.com. Don't miss Girlfriended with Patty Wyatt and Lisa Jernigan. Thursdays at 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central on TogiNet.com. What's your story? Are you living it? Well, you could be. It's What's Your Story with Hillary Bilbrey. Friday mornings at 10 Eastern, 9 a.m. Central on TogiNet.com. Her passion is helping others discover, create, and live their personal brands. Yep, you heard me. You have a brand. No different than Coke, Pepsi, or Nike. You are a walking, talking, living, breathing brand. You're not a logo. You're not a tagline. The choices you make become the path you take. This is your brand. Now, live your story. Your brand is not just what you say it is. It's also what others say it is. So what are you communicating? And how can you create an authentic brand? We'll take on these challenges with What's Your Story? Every week, Hillary will feature teens, moms, and organizations that are learning and living their story. Now, her passion is to help others discover, create, and live their personal brands. To find out more, go to inspiredbyfamily.com. It's What's Your Story with Hillary Bilbrey. Friday mornings at 10 Eastern, 9 a.m. Central on TogiNet.com. Welcome back to Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues. For more information, check out the website, motherhoodtalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the show with your hosts, Sandra Back and Christy Holly.
Hey, mamas, we're here on our Diet, Fitness, Weight Loss show. And we have with us today our segment producer in California, Rick Swanson, and we have Carrie, our producer at TogiNet, coming in from Texas. Carrie, have you joined us?
I have.
Now, what part of Texas are you in?
We're in East Texas.
You're in East Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's like Sticksville.
It's like what?
That's like, is that pretty redneck in the east side of Texas?
For the most part.
You're like,
how about fat people? Are there like more fat people there proportion as any other place in the country?
Well, I've been here my whole life, so, I mean, I couldn't tell you that for sure, but it's possible.
Wow. Are we going to call people
you've been
fat,
other places,
or are we going
right?
to call them overweight?
How about
I think
fluffy?
fat. Because I think that's insensitive.
Oh.
Yeah, we can use the fluffy
but
word.
For the purpose, how about large?
Okay.
Big girl?
Big girl. Big girl. Okay, I'll go with big girl.
The correct term is like pleasantly plump or full-figured or voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
I shouldn't have to correct the women here, right? I mean,
that's right. All right. What do you call them?
I'm trying to look out for
What do you
guys.
call them?
What do I call them?
What do you call them?
Like personally, when I'm with my brother?
Yeah, if you see let's just say, you see
a big girl.
Okay.
Are you like, oh, look at that girl? Or
not really.
Like,
I personally like, I'm Italian, so like, I like healthy women. Not like humongous, but like, healthy, curvy women.
Are you saying that, like, what's healthy?
What?
Okay, what?
What's healthy? I mean, it depends on the person. Like, your height, your bone structure, it's all different. Like, if you're 145 pounds, that may be a lot. But if you're like 5'8" to 5'10" and you're like athletic, that's really not a lot. But if you're like 4'5", that would be kind of heavy.
So, Rick, you're
making me sound like a pig here. It's like, great.
No.
No, but we do something called whale hunting out here.
That's terrible.
It's like, it's a joke. We're like, we take the pickup truck and we go looking for like the big girls just for fun. But,
oh, no.
Oh, wow.
I know.
See, you shouldn't have asked. No.
Huge mistake.
Yeah, that's the politically correct, sensitive term, whale, I guess.
Oh, geez. Okay. Well, here I have something interesting to put. In 2009, sorry, Christy, but the fattest cities in America. Okay, Louisville, Jefferson, Kentucky, number 10. Charlotte, North Carolina, number 9. Jacksonville, Florida, number 8. El Paso, Texas. Hey, Carrie, is that by you? Are you near El Paso?
No, we're not near El Paso.
no. Okay, but Houston, Texas rolls in at number 6.
I don't doubt that.
Okay, New York, Las Vegas, Nevada, too many buffets. San Antonio, Texas. Whoa,
wow. Okay.
There's a lot of
Texas racking up
Texas.
3 out of the top 10 for fatties.
State.
We are a large state.
Yes, they are a large state.
Oh, please. California has 900 miles of coastline.
I'm just saying they are a large state.
Big population?
Yes.
All right, number 2 is Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Do you know what the number 1 fattest city in 2009 was? Anybody here want to take a guess? Carrie, what do you think?
Not East Texas, right?
No.
Not anywhere
no,
in East Texas.
not East Texas. Christy, guess?
Oh, I'll pass. Come back to me on that one.
Come back to you on that one. How about you, Ricky?
Ricky.
Oh, sorry. How about you, Richard D. Swanson?
Okay, that just sounds like pretentious and stuck up. But, okay. Is it on the East Coast or West Coast? Or in the middle?
Did I say I was giving clues?
No, but I mean, I don't know.
Come on, there's like, okay. It's East Coast.
It's East Coast.
And I'll give you a hint. It's not Washington, D.C. It's not Buffalo.
It's the fattest city, right?
It is. Survey said Miami, Florida.
Wow.
Yeah, you would think
they'd
it's so
be
hot down
slimmer.
there.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's kind of disturbing considering that's like bikini country. It's like, oh.
Well, there's there's something to be said about Southern fried chicken because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, New York's not, Nevada's not, 6, 7, 8, not 8 of the cities are in the South. There must be something about, Southern.
Where was Cali
food.
on the list?
Cali didn't make the list.
That's because they all eat sushi.
Yes, it's all the sushi. No, and these are the cities. So, yeah, they were the 2009 fattest cities in America.
I guess they haven't been to Palmdale.
Yeah. Wow.
There's like fast food on every corner.
Start slimming them down.
That's right. Let's start here.
Yeah.
Here.
But it's, and what's interesting is they put some of these statistics on here, and it really, I think it has to do, Rick, it's funny you talk about California on here, but, the California lifestyle is very much outdoors. It's a lot of, kind of hiking, biking, walking, swimming, going to the beach, a lot of things. And there's a proliferation of gyms out here. I can tell you from living all over the country, there's more gyms. I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but from a livability standpoint, there's more gyms out here than anywhere else I've ever lived in my life. And I've lived in the Midwest and the East Coast and the South, and but one of the biggest criteria on these rating scales is that how many people say that they work out on a regular basis. And these top 10, a lot of them are 9% admit they work out, 2%, or 7% work out on a regular basis. And even though we're not fitness crazy out here, I mean, we all do kind of work out on a regular basis.
That's good.
That's reassuring.
That's fantastic.
But, so I don't know if it has to do with diet as much as it has to do with movement.
Well, it's a combination, honestly.
Yeah.
You can go to the gym and, work your butt off for 2 hours, running, lifting weights. Then if you go directly after that to, In-N-Out or get a greasy cheeseburger.
Oh, my God, you read my mind.
Well, I know. It's like...
You following us?
Who told you? Oh.
But coincidentally, all three of us met, in various places, and we came together to produce this radio show. But what is one thing we all have in common? Where do we all go?
We all go to 24-Hour Fitness.
That's true. We all go to the same gym. Yeah.
That's true. And, but you guys go more down to the other gym down in Santa Clarita, right?
Yeah, we go to the good one.
Wait, I go to both, so it's technically,
That's
not as
a consummate fence straddler in you, Rick.
Well, I mean, I end up working out less down at the fancy one because, they have the pool, the super nice spa, and then, the sauna. It's apparently steam rooms don't count as working out either.
Well, you do sweat. It's important for your skin's health.
It's water weight. Yeah, it's good for your skin, but I don't know about actual weight loss.
Well, no, probably not.
If it shows up on the scale, it's the weight loss.
Exactly. We don't care the rhyme or the reason.
Don't care.
But it's true. Every once in a while when I'm down there, in that gym, it's funny because I like to sit in the sauna. I like to go in the steam room. I like to sit, I like to swim in the pool and stuff like that. But it's funny because every once in a while I'll see some really skinny chick come in one of those, plastic bag workout suits. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah, I tried that.
Suits? What are they called?
What?
They're like a, I don't know what they're called. They're like a
I think it's called a sauna suit, to be honest.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes
sense. What you wear when you're in the sauna? It's a sauna suit, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking I don't know, hefty bag it, but that has a whole other connotation, and we'll steer away from that part. But yeah, so you wonder, does that work? I mean, it makes you sweat more.
It does make you sweat a ton. I've had one before.
Have you?
Yes, I went out on the hottest day of the year in it by myself on a big hike to the one of the canyons, and probably almost died. I lost so much water. It was dripping out of my sleeves. Just water was pouring out.
Was it really?
Yes. was bad.
Well, this is where Christy, you could be a big asset to this segment of the show because you're married to a fireman, and when I watch these mountain firemen go up the side of the hills, I got to tell you, they look like they're in a sauna suit because they have like the rubber boots, the rubber pants, they have that big old heavy line jacket, so that they don't get burned, and then a helmet on.
I just have to say, their stuff weighs over 100 pounds that they're wearing, the extra stuff.
Wow. So when you're looking at going up like 500-600 feet on one of these California cliffs to fight a wildfire, it's already hundreds of degrees.
Well, those guys don't have the same equipment as the firefighters do. They have like a brush jacket, and they have different different gear. So it's not as heavy, but it is. I mean, they have to bring their fire shelters. They have to bring they have all this stuff that comes along with their outfits, all these accessories.
Fireman accessories. But you never really see fat firemen. I mean, the firemen I see around here.
There's some. We have a few.
Okay, but not like fat policemen and sheriffs.
No.
Well, the sheriffs are the worst, especially out here. It's like a requisite. You have a what?
You bat for the other team.
What do you mean?
Huh? Rick is very pro-policeman, Police are different than sheriffs.
Okay.
We just want to qualify that.
Yeah, of course. Like, everyone knows, like, the LAPD is, like, most of my family's in it, and it's, like, they're mostly in shape, but my one cousin who's a sheriff is, like, been overweight heavy since she joined. And it's like, it seems like to be a requisite to be a sheriff. You have to have a big mustache, a bald head, and a big donut belly.
They weren't like that when they joined. They had to go through boot camp, and except probably, I don't know.
Okay, we're not going to go there. We're getting ready for commercial break. I'm going to go with another disclaimer. Any friends and family of the three of us listening today have to excuse us because we're not using names, but any family members whose feelings might be hurt because of what we have to say. We're just going to put that disclaimer out here. But we are here talking to Christy Holly and Rick Swanson. And Carrie, what's your last name?
Martin.
Carrie Martin, and she is out at TogiNet Radio in Houston. So we are here today talking about food and fitness. And in our next segment, we're going to talk about the silly things we've done to lose weight and where we're going to go with it from there. Oh, she's in Tyler, Texas. Sorry, correction, Tyler, Texas. And we will catch you guys after the break. Oh,
Mom, here's your show, Motherhood Talk Radio, giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. This is Motherhood Talk Radio, and we'll be right back after these. No more mommy madness. The Sanity Hour is the antidote. It's the Sanity Hour with Ann Dunable. Monday evenings at 6, 7 Central. Part of the Her Insight Network on TogiNet.com. Join Ann as she guides parents through issues that arise from simply living in our current high-energy, high-pressure culture of perfection and achievement. Moms and dads are bombarded daily. Sign up for this, buy that, enrich your child's life, enhance your child's development. Worry about this danger, provide this experience. Ann Dunable, PhD, is here to help. She's a licensed psychologist in independent practice in Dallas, specializing in women's mental health issues. And her mission here is to help women sort out the guilt and anxiety of the unrealistic demands of motherhood on a daily basis. For more information on her and her books, go to AnnDunewald.com. That's AnnDunewald.com. Arming women against the pressures of modern motherhood. Here to give moms balance and expectations, cutting themselves some slack. It's the Sanity Hour with Ann Dunewald. Monday evenings at 6, 7 Central. Part of the Her Insight Network on TogiNet.com. Let's chat it up with Bloom Talk with Barb Scala on TogiNet. Thursday afternoons at 3 Eastern, 2 Central. And find out how women are growing, blossoming, and blooming in their friendships and careers, health, and so much more. It's Bloom Talk with Barb Scala. Check out our website, bloomwithbarb.com. Whether you want to transplant your life or just do a little pruning, Bloom Talk will inspire you to cultivate the lifestyle you want to live. Join lifestyle coach and co-author of Sanity Savers, Barb Scala, each week on Bloom Talk and sprout your dreams. Grow your life.
I hear a lot from women. I want meaning in my life. I want a fulfilling life. I want to do something that's exciting, and I can control my life instead of my life controlling me. I can tell the world this is who I am, and this is what I'm all about.
Barb will introduce you to dynamic guests and real women who are redesigning, rebuilding, and reinventing their own lives. And Bloomstorm how you can dream, create, and grow the lifestyle you want to live. It's Bloom Talk with Barb Scala. Thursday afternoons at 3 Eastern, 2 Central on TogiNet.com. Welcome back to Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues. For more information, check out the website, motherhoodtalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the show with your hosts, Sandra Beck and Christy Holly.
Hey, mamas, we are here today. Christy, don't laugh at me when I say that. I know I'm a white girl. It doesn't come out the same, but I'm doing the best I can.
I know.
You can introduce it. Go ahead. Your turn.
No, I'm okay.
Ball's over to you.
No.
Come on.
We're talking about our fitness goals and challenges.
We are
today, and
who are you?
Christy Holly.
Who am I?
Sandra Beck.
Who's in the other room?
Mr. Shrek Swanson.
And then who do we have in Tyler, Texas, joining us today?
Miss Carrie
Martin.
Yay!
Yeah,
she is the producer of the show, and we love her anyway, even though we don't know her last name. Sorry,
no
Carrie.
problem.
Sorry, Carrie. Carrie, are you there with us?
I'm here.
Yay. Would you like to shout out your name for the whole world to hear?
Well, I won't shout, but my name is Carrie Martin.
And she is the president.
It's true. Or just the producer. Either one works.
Okay, so what are we talking about this segment, girls and one guy?
Well, I think we should talk about our goals. I think we should talk about our goals for our fitness, because for me, I know I've been kind of down about the way I feel and the way I look. For some reason, I stopped exercising.
We call that falling off the wagon.
I totally fell off the wagon, and I cannot drag myself back up on there. And I'm starting to feel depressed and sad, and it just affects everything.
It does.
I need to change it, and I need help. So there you go.
You know, it's funny you talk about that, because, you know, we kind of both fell off the wagon at the same time, because we were walking. Remember, we were walking? You know what it was? Is winter came, and it got really cold, and you made fun of my headlamp.
I wanted one.
See, we live on a canyon. We live in canyon country, and me, Rick, and Christy. And Christy and I would do this 3-mile walk that we would go up our canyon. And it's pretty steep grade. I would say it's about a 40% incline up, and then we'd go around the top, and then we'd come down a really long canyon, about 1.5 miles down. And we would we started doing this in the dark, because it got dark at like 4:30,
yes.
And we could only, because Christy has 3 kids, I have 2 kids, we had childcare issues, so that was the only time we could really go. And you know, it was really hard, and so I went and I bought this. It's like a miner's headlamp, but it was pink. And the only problem was that when Christy and I would walk, I couldn't look at her while she was talking, because that beam would shine in your eyes and you'd be blinded.
And there's absolutely no street light, so it's like pitch black.
That's true. We did almost get run over a bunch of times.
Wasn't probably not the smartest thing ever, and we were wearing black, so that's not good.
True. That's true. So, Carrie, you do Zumba. I do Zumba, too, at my gym. Christy, we went and did the Zumba class. It was so fun.
I didn't. No.
Who went with me?
That wasn't me. I don't do Zumba. I do spin.
That's true. We do spin.
I do spin.
We did have fun spinning.
Which I love, and it's super great. But
you even have spin shoes.
I do have. Yes, I do. I've had them for a long time.
Fancy.
And if you don't have them, you should get them.
Okay, well, we're going to ignore you right now. Carrie, do you like Zumba?
I do. It's so much fun.
Isn't it so much fun? You totally get to shake and dance,
That's right.
It's a great workout.
I know. I love it.
Okay, you're so okay. And Christy, why is she okay?
Because she says, I know.
I know.
Oh, my God, Rick?
Yes. I don't Zumba, if that's what you're asking.
No, we wanted you to go, I know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I started that, you know.
Remember, I'm supposed to be the one guy. I can't do, like, everything else in what you guys are doing.
Okay.
I gotta be different.
Well, I saw the Zumba things. I would like to try it. I tried some dance class. Well, I don't know what it was called at the gym, and it was horrible. It was horrible.
Is that because you don't know your left from your right?
No, I do know my left from my right, and I can do aerobics and all that good stuff. I'm coordinated. I can even do step class. But I just want to say, like, I felt like I was wasting my time in there because I couldn't get the moves down. And I was so frustrated because I spent a whole hour because I didn't want to leave the class, you know, that loser that's in the back that can't hang. So I did the whole class, but I just felt like, what a waste of time. But I would be willing to try the Zumba class.
I would go and, you know, I do the yoga class on Sundays when I don't have my kids. I go to the yoga class, which is a great yoga class, and then you get like a 15-minute break, and then you go into Zumba. So you're all zen and stretched out, and then you can just go in and shake and dance. It's so much fun.
Okay. It is a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there's a good thing.
So what else? What else do you like to do?
Well, today, because we were talking about this radio show and I didn't want to come on, I actually, you know, I do swim. You know, I swim at the gym and I swim in my pool. I mean, I lap swim. Rick and I were counting. I think I can get like 5 backstrokes before I turn around. But, you know, when you do a flip turn, you get like good pushing off and stuff like that. But, yeah, swimming is a really big thing for me. And, you know, I like to work out with you, Christy. We always have so much fun when we work out because we can talk the entire workout, and then like an hour and a half goes by. We're both dripping sweat. You know, we can't move, and we still have things to talk about.
That's right.
And I think having a workout buddy really helps. What do you think, guys?
It's true. It helps a lot.
I know I like it.
It depends. It depends.
It depends on who it is, because you can go with a friend who doesn't like to do the same things and not get your workout in, that you know, your hard workout in. Because I value the workouts when I do go, because I get child care for my kids, so it's, you know, my time, and I want to make the most of my time. So when I go into a spin class for an hour, I work as hard as I can because I know that that's the only time that I have, you know, so I use it to my advantage. But, you know, and there are some people that, you know, don't want to do weightlifting, and I like to do that too. So it's kind of like, you know, just want to get your full workout in. At least I do, as much as I can in those 2 hours that I have at the gym.
Well, you'll notice there's like, at least I do when you go to the gym, there's like 2 different like categories of people in the gym. There's the people like the fitness, the going for the lean look, and then you have, I guess, mainly guys who are like always by like the free weights and trying to just lift as much as possible. And girls are like, no, I don't want to lift that because I'll look bulky, you know. So I don't know. I think it's better to balance it. You know, that's what we try to do now.
No, I think so. I mean, because, and I think, you know, to have that, you know, when you talk about balance too, I think your fitness partner needs to be roughly within the same range as you are, because like last year I was working out with a girlfriend of mine, and I'm sorry, not you, Christy, a different one.
I know.
I was cheating on you.
I know you were.
Whatever. But this chick, I'm sorry. I was like, screw you, just go lift your weights, run wherever you want to run, because I cannot keep up with you. And it was really frustrating, because she's like, oh, look at me spin, 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 spin. Oh, look at me run on the treadmill. Oh, I like the wind.
Yeah,
that's like my brother. You know who I'm talking about. The jarhead.
We'll use code name,
I won't say his name. Yeah, we'll call him Dot Mill. No, because he comes in, he'll do like 20 pull-ups. And he'll like, oh, dang it, I only did 20. I'm like, that's like maxing. Like if you took the PT test in the Marine Corps, that's the max you could get. And then he goes, and he works out. And like last time I worked out with him, he's always like, he does everything like supersets. So he does like, okay, 20 of these, 20 of these, and 20 of these, and 20 of these. And he just keeps going and going and going. Finally, I had to go take a shower, and he's still going. I'm like, all right, enough of that.
Well, what I want to know is I need help, like knowing exactly what to do, what exercises to do to get my arms the way I want them, to get my legs the way I want them, you know, because there's so much information out there that, you know, it's like everyone claims that their information is the correct information, and it's how do we know what's going to work. I don't want to spend my time in the gym wasting it by doing something that's, building muscle when I want to be, not building it. If I'm, doing sit-ups and it's going to make my stomach bigger, that's bad. Or, I
it's
just
nutrition and workout. That's why you need to get, they have, the training sessions, and they'll set you up with a program for, diet and the exercise program. Because, you could do a zillion sit-ups and crunches or whatever, but if your body fat is still too high, it's just going to make your stomach, like you said, swell up and look actually fatter.
I know. Well, that's why I want to know, what are the proper, I want to know the proper techniques. I want to know the proper things to do. I watch The Biggest Loser, because I love that show. And, I watch their trainers, and it's okay, just stuff that you never would think of that they're doing, or, Michael Thurmond, he does, some crazy stuff. How come, the general population doesn't know that? How to get your body slim and trim like that?
Well, and why are we one of the fattest countries in the nation with all this good things? But, the question, too, that I have is there's so much mixed information. It's I was reading about caffeine, and, we're going to talk about, Rick's caffeine junkie habit in the next segment. But some places that I've read about caffeine says it's really good. It revs your metabolism. It keeps your weight down. But then there's other, there's other readings that I was doing that was saying caffeine puts your body in the flight and fight mode, and so it causes it to store fat. And it's I don't think we know half of this stuff because there's all these studies out here. There's all this information. I have a stack of videos. I used to, I worked for an unnamed client, but, she has, this total body blast boot camp, hit the spot Pilates, and then there's the shape cardio. Then I have Carmen Electra's Fit to Strip.
None of them are open.
No, that's true. None of them are. Fit to Strip. And then we have the hip-hop workout, which, Christy, we should try these because you know what? It's really sad that they gave me all this stuff and I never opened them.
Okay, I'm in.
But I got to tell you, the Fit to Strip one, that's really what it comes about. It's
you have that?
Yes.
I know, I'm shocked, but...
Yeah. Sure you are. Shocking. But I think that's what it is. It's that's why we dread bathing suits. That's why we dread summertime, because in the winter, coming from Buffalo, you can put a big bulky sweater on. You can, put on a pair of jeans, and you can actually cover a multitude of sins, that you've eaten over, over the winter.
Right.
But out here, we're out all the time, and, and it's wearing summer clothes and being comfortable. And I think that's what it comes down to. The Fit to Strip thing is funny, but it's true. We want to look good when we have fewer clothes on.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys, we are about ready to go to commercial break, and I'm here with Carrie Martin, Christy Holly, Rick Swanson, and we are all part of we're going to call it the Fit to Strip.
Fit to Strip, that's right.
For the Fit to Strip show.
Mom, here's your show, Motherhood Talk Radio, giving you interesting, inspiring, and influential information as you navigate everything from childcare to corporate formation. This is Motherhood Talk Radio, and we'll be right back after these. Combine Snide and Remark, and you've got Snark. Combine Lisa Mena and Valia Alvarez on Monday nights, and you've got Deep Dish Snark. Monday nights at 9, 8 Central, part of the Her Insight Network. When you've had enough at work or at home, and you're ready to laugh, join Lisa and Valia for their no BS look at the world and the people in it. They'll be serving up a no-holds-barred take on pop culture, current events, entertainment, and family matters, with segments like Accidentally Helpful, TV is Now My Hobby, and Who Sucks This Week. Deep Dish Snark delivers something for every girl who enjoys life with a dash of sarcasm. Lisa Manna is a former TV news anchor turned stay-at-home mom. She's making sure if anyone screws up her kids, it's her. Valia Alvarez suffers life as a jack of all trades, mistress of none, by juggling a PR career, marriage, motherhood, and more. Don't miss Deep Dish Snark with Lisa Manna and Valia Alvarez, Monday nights at 9, 8 Central, part of the Her Insight Network, on TogiNet.com. Get ready for the Not So Soccer Mom, Tuesday afternoons at 1 Eastern, noon Central, on TogiNet with Jill Hickey. You name it, from politics to pop culture to Jill's search for the perfect bronzer and chicken salad. The Not So Soccer Mom will weigh in on it all. The sentence, "I have no opinion about that," is one that Jill has never uttered. In the early 90s, Jill finally decided to put her thoughts, opinions, mom advice, love of pop culture, hummus, and Starbucks, working out, cosmetic shopping, and politics into an actual website, and thus NotSoSoccerMom.com was born. Shortly after her fourth child, a boy, Jerome, now she's really got tons of topics to share with you. This is Laugh Out Loud Funny, and we're not kidding. What's a loud Nebraska girl who lived in Little Rock for many years and now is up in the Northeast doing? Chronicling her opinions on everything. The wheels aren't off yet, but it's close. It's the Not So Soccer Mom with Jill Hickey, Tuesday afternoons at 1 Eastern, noon Central, on TogiNet.com. Welcome back to Motherhood Talk Radio, the most powerful voice in women's issues. For more information, check out the website, motherhoodtalkradio.com. Now, let's get back to the show with your hosts, Sandra Beck and Christy Holly.
Hey, mamas, we are here with Christy Holly and Rick Swanson, and our beloved Carrie Martin had to leave us because she had to get back to work, but we enjoyed her while she was here.
Thank you, Carrie.
We are in our fit-to-strip mode because we all need to strip down when we go to the pool or go to the beach, or we want to really cute clothes, like when Rick wants to put on his sundress.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, you are there. Oh, hello.
Yeah, you thought you were just going to get away with that. I know. Nice try.
Pretty much.
It's okay. Yeah.
Pretty much. But so, we are talking about becoming fit, and Chrissy, you brought up a wonderful segment that was on TV with, was it King of Queens?
King of Queens, yes. Well, we were talking about the Fit to Strip
challenge.
And I was looking around thinking where we could put a poll. But I was thinking about, we were laughing, and King of Queens had a episode where Doug and Carrie was taking stripping lessons. And
then he shows her how to do it, right?
Yes, yeah. And he totally shows her how to do it, and it's hysterical. And we were just laughing about that because, it's funny, but it's such good exercise that...
I don't think he was fit enough to do that. I mean, he does it, but it's kind of disturbing. I mean, unless you like it, unless you enjoyed it, then I won't say anything about it. Christy's like, I like that.
Wow, it was very funny.
And he had some great moves for a big guy.
Yeah.
See, big guy?
Yeah, that's
not
true.
That guy, big guy?
Big guy. See, why can they be big guys and not be offended? But if you say, hey, big girl,
I don't know, you're the girl. I mean, you tell me.
I know. I get offended just because I'm sensitive about it. I've always been a big girl. There have been 3 times probably in my life where I've been thin, but I'm the big girl.
But you're
again.
athletic though. You play
I am
sports.
athletic.
So you can't be
like you're not
fake
neither
model
of us.
people.
I mean, we're both athletes, and neither of us are size 0, wilting lilies, little twigs running around.
No. Never have been, and I never will.
Never will be,
and that's okay. My goals are just to be healthy and fit, not to be a super skinny girl, but just to be fit. To feel good about myself and to not always be tugging at my clothes, to be comfortable in my own skin, to be, just feel really good when I walk in a place and know that I can wear what I want to wear.
Well, and I think as women, you're right, Chrissy, because you talk about Doug Heffernan, what's his name? Doug James, or what's his name? Kevin James?
Kevin James, yeah.
Kevin James. He's a big fat guy, and we loved him. And John Candy we loved before he died. And, my gosh, there's so many of these big, fat, physical comedians that we really love.
Farley.
And we don't judge them. Huh?
Chris Farley, another one, rest great,
in peace. But, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I just have to put this in here. But when he and David Spade are sitting in the car of that movie, and Chris Farley's mowing through a bunch of chips, and David Spade looks right at the camera without missing a beat going, I can hear you getting fatter.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best lines ever. But But I got to tell you, there's some truth in that because, I worked in Beverly Hills for over 10 years, and, which is one of the most, beauty driven capitals of the world. But I noticed something really interesting, that in my really rich clients, the men almost always were very, very fat. I mean, not just a little fat. I'm talking roly-poly, buckle yourself in your car seat if you're lucky fat. And their wives would be like 98 pounds. It was like, I would love to do some sociological study or have people call in and tell me if they've experienced the same thing in the rich market, that the men were either moderately to very overweight, and the women were like twigs. I mean, it was like, it wasn't just once, it was over and over. And I just wonder, like, if wealth makes men fatter and women thinner. Wow, this is kind of...
I wouldn't know. I don't...
I never had one. All right, so let's talk about, Christy, you talked about your goals. Rick, do you want to share your goals?
Sure, yeah. I mean, obviously, like, when I was back in high school and the first couple years in college, I was much more, like, extreme about it. Like, I wouldn't eat saturated fats, no fast food, wouldn't drink soda, and obviously, like, that's changed a little bit. I mean, I still work out a lot, but I just want to, like, lean out and also just be healthier. Because, like, a lot of people think or equate, like, their physical body weight with being healthy. And it's like, it's what you eat, it's being active, and also, like, working out as well so you stay strong. So I want to do, like, the overall health. That's my goal.
Well, or maybe I think the term that is the is fitness, because fitness implies, like, flexibility, strength, endurance, body weight, and also, like, I guess, self-care, that kind of stuff.
Right, but I don't want to be, like, one of those little, like, twig guys. I see some of these, like the runners or the cyclists, like, that's fine. Like, you don't want to have any real physical weight because that makes it obviously harder to run or cycle. I'm like, I've never been a real tiny guy. I'm like the corn-fed farm boy, so... Yeah, so just, just being healthier and not drinking all the hyper-caffeinated drinks like, you see I do all the time.
Yeah, you do mainline that. We'll give you that.
I don't know. We'll see. There's still, like, a debate, like, how much is too much caffeine? I think it's like, I don't really know. I probably drink too much. Just going to put that out there.
Okay. Well, I eat too many hamburgers. I'll be the first to admit that I have a hamburger problem. I do. I love them whenever I get stressed out. I know it's disgusting, but if I'm really stressed out from work, there's nothing that, and Rick, you'll attest to this because you're my hamburger buddy. Sometimes I'm like, Rick, I need a hamburger, stop! And we hop out and we go down to, Jack in the Box or Wendy's, which is my favorite endorsement. Send us some free coupons for more hamburgers. But I mean, one of these hamburgers is like 500 or 600 calories.
Yeah. And then if you count the fries with it and the ketchup with all the salt, and then the Diet Coke, that makes up for it, though. That's... I mean, I wasn't calling you out there. I mean, I do the same thing.
You got to make up for it some way.
No, when I was on bed rest with my second son, I wasn't supposed to have any sodium, and I had, all these restrictions, dietary restrictions. And every once in a while, I would snap, and I would get behind the wheel of my car, even though I was approved to drive. I wasn't allowed to drive far distances. I would drive myself to get a Diet Coke and French fries because it was so good. But now I'm trying to lay off the French fries. Like, I'll go get my hamburger, I'll give the kids the French fries so they can be fat.
What did you eat today, though, Steve?
Pardon me?
What did you eat today for lunch?
I had Subway.
That's a good choice.
I didn't make the choice.
Good choice, Rick. Good choice. It's hard.
Trying to help.
It's not an easy place to go to.
No,
when you have
Why?
kids.
With kids.
When you have to order 4 sandwiches and you have 3 kids running around, it's not convenient for me to go in there. And
that's why we asked Rick to do it.
And you cannot leave them in the car because people will call the police.
And they don't have drive-through.
And they don't have drive-thru. I mean, it would take a long time.
Wouldn't it? I mean, if we can put a call out to Subway and say, could you make a drive-through Subway? Because seriously, I would go, because it's like when you look at getting the kids out of the car, into the restaurant, ordering whatever it is, keeping them seated, bringing the food over.
Right.
Forget it. Forget it. So, yeah. But my fitness goals, I would like to just be able to, I'm at the point where I would like to just be able to throw anything on that's in my closet and feel comfortable.
I want to do that too. I want to be able to just tell my husband, hey, grab me a pair of pants and a shirt if I'm somewhere else. Where he can just go in my closet and grab me something, and I know, oh, that's going to look so good on me. And, that's what I want. All my pants to be the same size, not to have any, okay, I grew out of these, smaller ones and bigger ones.
No, that's what I call my fat pants.
I
have my fat pants. I'm I don't give away my fat pants because I have that one pair of fat pants. Just in case I balloon out of control.
It's geez.
Fire in the middle of the night. I don't have to run out in my pajamas.
Right. So that's I have the same thing. I want the same thing, is to be able to fit into all my clothes, have them all look good on me, because right now all my clothes are ugly and they all fit weird and different, and and it makes me irritated at myself.
It does. It's very frustrating. Well, and it's funny because, Christy, you were part of this, and Rick, you get the reigning fashion show when you walk in the door. But, I recently just got rid of 90% of the clothes in my closet, mostly because Christy didn't like them.
Yeah, she's a little bit picky with the wardrobe stuff, so.
Yeah.
Well, but just the black socks, I guess. Yeah.
But I did. I went out and I bought a whole bunch of new dresses and a whole bunch of new clothes and new shoes and things like that. But, it still would be great to, because I remember, the thing is, I think both of us, or all three of us are like this. We remember what it was like to be super fit and in super good shape, where you could just throw on anything, walk out the door, and you really didn't think about anything physical.
No, I didn't care. I would put on what I put on, and I knew, I looked good, and I didn't care, if anybody thought that I didn't care, because I knew I felt
right, you
good.
knew you looked good. You knew, without a doubt.
Yeah, so I didn't have any insecurities about that. It was just yeah, I look good, and, and off I went. But now I'm oh, my Lord, what am I going to wear? Oh, I don't want to wear this top with these pants, or, oh, I better do my hair this way, because now I'm all insecure.
Well, but it's true. It's when we don't feel good in our skin for whatever reason, it's really difficult. It's really difficult. Okay, well, you guys, we are here with Christy Holly and Rick Swanson and Sandra Beck, and I'm going to put out to anybody listening the Motherhood Fit to Strip Challenge. And in the month that it's going to take for us to start today and catch up with the show again in a month for this segment, we are going to come back with what we did, how we did, and all sorts of good stuff. And we welcome all of you to check out our website, www.motherhoodtalkradio.com, and see our progress. We are here on TogiNet Radio, and we are thankful for the health that we're given, because we are all healthy. We are all in fairly good shape, but we need to go out and kick some booty. There we go. I didn't get to say it.
No, you can say it.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a part of Motherhood Talk Radio with Sandra Beck and Christy Holly, part of the Her Insight Network on TogiNet.